All right, so it is officially that time of the week again when an update has finally arrived. It is Saturday morning. I am probably live right now, where we're going to give you guys the full breakdown on what to expect in today's update. Now, if I'm going to be 100% transparent with you guys, there's nothing really too crazy going on today besides the Valentine's event right here. Now, the idea here is actually very simple. Currently, we are at Moosewood right now, and if you notice right over here, we've got ourselves the Cupid statue with obviously an NPC right under him. If you go ahead and talk to this NPC, he will tell you Happy Valentine's Day, the best way to celebrate, reel in some free rewards while you are at it. Choose the first option and he's going to bring up this menu right here, where basically we're going to be tasked with catching fish in order to complete this bar right here and receive a bunch of different rewards. But the cool thing about this is that you can basically go ahead and do it solo if you really wanted to, or you can go ahead and combine with somebody else by inviting them to be your Valentine, which is sort of what we had been teasing for the last couple of days when I showed you guys the thing that said Carbon has invited you to be their Valentine. So basically you click up here where it says send request, and this list will pop up with pretty much every single person that is inside of your server right now. You guys go ahead, work together, and progressively you will be able to fill up the bar where you'll unlock all of these different rewards. I'm not sure if this is a skin right here, but if this is a skin, this is actually really sick. I kind of want this. Now, besides all of that, there also is brand new limited time fish. At random moments, you'll probably see an event pop up. We don't have one right now active, or if not, I'd show you guys, but I'll wait in just a little bit to see if one pops up so I can show you guys. But it's basically called a Love Struck event. Inside of this, there's a possibility of getting fish like this, which is called a Love Storm Eel. And honestly, dude, it looks super sick. This is definitely going to be the sought after one that everyone is going to want. We're basically going to wait a little bit here. I'm going to wait until the actual event pops up so I can show you guys all of the different things that we can get from the Love Struck event. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I'm sure some of you are probably asking about what rod it is that I'm actually using right now. So don't get too excited. This rod is only for content creators, and it's basically called the Clickbait Caster. For those of you that aren't aware, I am the content creator manager, and I basically went ahead and put together this entire thing with the help of a lot of other people. We have Snow that went ahead and created this entire rod for us. Chopper created the concept art for it, and basically I just sort of told them what I had envisioned, which was just a giant camera with basically a fish at the top instead of those giant kind of like reel wheels. And this is pretty much the finished product. It looks really cool. I'm super happy with it. And this is going to be available for every single content creator in our program. As for the stats, I decided to go with something that was somewhat reasonable. So if you notice, it has pretty much the same exact stats as the Heavens Rod. The only difference is that it has a higher lure speed. The other probably noticeable thing that you guys see is the fact that it does have a passive ability, being the same one as the Rod of the Depths. So yes, there is a custom ghost in the background. If we go ahead and type in an emo, it says "we out here," and it basically says like a bunch of different quotes that are somewhat content creator related. Like if you notice right there, it says, "Yo, it's me, say hi back." Kind of cringy ones, but also sort of funny ones. I'm sure you guys are noticing that boat back there, but you know how I do it here. We leave all of the Robux stuff for the end. So if you're curious on that, just stick around to the end of the video. All right, so we have a bit of a correction here. Now that I'm actually seeing how this whole entire thing works, there is no full bestiary that was added. It's just one fish, being the Love Struck Eel. So basically, when you see the Love Storm spawn right up here, it'll say that it's somewhere in Roslet. You just have to go ahead, look around for it, and right there, that is what it looks like. This is basically what it looks like right here. So you just stand in the middle of it, you fish, and you try and catch the Love Struck Eel. It's pretty much that simple, which this person just went ahead and caught it. Now, this bad boy is a negative 90% to be able to catch this. So it's definitely not easy. I can already tell that during my live stream, I'm probably gonna have a Love Storm Eel incident, which is definitely not a good thing. Thankfully, it's not really all that crazy, but it also could just be the resilience on this rod. So I definitely have to make sure that I'm using this during the stream. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a fairly difficult catch for a lot of people. And again, as I mentioned, only one person in the server will be able to go ahead and get their hands on this. Now, to my Seraphic rod owners out there, don't worry, there wasn't another nerf done, so don't panic. I know that I probably just made you cringe for a quick little second there. I do want to go ahead and point out that Kiwi did make the brightness a little bit less aggressive. It was extremely blinding before, and it kind of still is, but it's a little more subtle now. probably won't notice it because of just how minimal the change was. And if I'm going to be honest, I think what Kiwi did was he went ahead and just made the color a little bit darker, just so it isn't that giant flashbang whenever you catch something. All right, so making our way back over here to Roslet, there technically is one more thing going on here. Let me put on my clickbait caster again. And that, of course, is the Roslet volcano. So it looks like there is a timer and it is set for 7 days from today. So it looks like Roslet will not be erupting in this week's update. Instead, it will be for next weekend. And with it being a countdown, man, it looks like we might be actually seeing our very first live event in the game. I'm excited for this. I sort of have fingers crossed that everything goes super smooth because this could actually be really exciting. But besides that, if we turn our camera here, now the hippies have made their way over to Roslet and they're sort of just watching the volcano. Kind of curious to see what they say. So Willow says, they say the high priestess didn't just arrive, it carved its own path using the fury of the volcano itself. Can you imagine that? Who's the high priest? You don't know? Some say it's a being older than the waves themselves, a watcher from the deep guiding those who listen. Are they a real person? The heat, the pressure, the raw power, and yet it moved through it like it was nothing. Some think it was just nature, but no, that was intention. That didn't answer my question. Yeah, no, it literally didn't. I was so confused there for a second. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Now, besides Willow, I don't exactly see any of the other hippies around here. Maybe they are. As for the inside of the volcano, it looks like they did lower down the lava just a little bit. Now there's an actual walk path here. Taking a look over here at the oil rig, no progress has been made whatsoever here. They are still in the middle of building Dr. Glimmerfin's lab, as well as obviously the submarine over here. And for the most part, they're still saying the same exact quotes. Now let's touch bases on the Robux stuff. So as I'm sure you guessed it, there is 2 brand new boats that are available for Robux. One is inside of a bundle being the gondola. This one is insanely fast, pretty terrible handling, but the speed on it is super insane. I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. And then as a singular boat, which is quantity based, we have the Love Crasher. I actually have not used this one at all, so we're going to use it together. Over in the skins department, there is 2 time-based skins as well as 1 quantity-based one, that being a skin for the Heaven's Rod, the No Life Rod, as well as one for the Abyssal Spectre. Here's a look at the No Life Rod skin. It actually looks super sick, dude, and it's insanely bright. Everything around you literally turns pink. Here's the Love Spectre skin for the Abyssal Spectre. Pretty cool. Nothing really too crazy, to be honest. And now finally we have the Heaven's Love skin for the Heaven's Rod. This one is actually pretty cool. I could see like girls using this more. The No Life one actually looks sick and it can be used for boys and girls. This one is just kind of like, you know, a bit much. I think if there's anyone that's going to be a super hot seller, it's probably going to be this one. You know, for those of you that do want to spend Robux. I know that every time that I mention anything about Robux, it gets like a little touchy. Anyways, here is a look at the speed for the gondola. 230 speed with a steering of 20, which again, it is terrible, but it looks really cool. It has like a NPC in the back that's sort of, you know, moving for you. So it looks really, really sick. Super difficult to turn. I mean, I'm literally trying to do donuts right now and just look at how wide these turns are. It's kind of insane, but it is fairly fun to use. As for the seating, it is a 2-seater. So yeah, that's that. So the Love Crasher is actually pretty cool looking, and it fits a total of 4 people, including yourself. It's actually pretty sick. I actually really like this one a lot. And for the most part, it's actually insanely fast, just like the gondola as well, and it's way easier to drive. But overall, man, that is pretty much the entire update, at least what we got right now inside of the test server. Hopefully this helps you out and you guys are lucky and able to get yourself some of these Love Storm eels. As I mentioned before, they are going to be a fairly difficult catch, mainly because once one spawns, only 1 person in the server can get it. And on top of that, it is a negative 90% progression. So yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you're bored, make sure to swing by the stream. I'm going to be live as you're watching this. That's going to do it for this video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.